Hello, welcome to Samsung's event. It's going to be another about 7 minutes before we get started with that. So this is coming from what is a Mobile World Congress MWC. I am Barcelona or Barcelona, as they say, the Spanish people. And so supposedly in this event, they're going to be talking about the upcoming Galaxy 4. What is it? That Samsung Galaxy smartwatch 4 or watch 4, something like that. And they're supposed to also unveil the upcoming foldable phones that they have, which should be the Galaxy Z Fold 3 and the Galaxy Z Flip 3. And I don't really know what else they're going to be talking about. But the big thing, I guess, on the Fold's front, on the Galaxy Fold phone, not the Flip, but the Fold, is that it's going to be compatible with the S Pen, or at least that's what the rumors are based on the leaks that have come out about that phone, which means that the screen is going to be more resistant to scratches. So I'm curious to see what it is that they've made different with that screen that they're using on the Fold 3 versus what they had in previous years. Because one of the reasons why they didn't have that support for the stylus is because the screen was so fragile that if you were to use the pen on the phone, you could scratch the screen and destroy it because it was so delicate. And so it'll be good to see what has changed in that front, or otherwise I'm assuming they wouldn't have support for the S Pen if they were afraid that people will be scratching it. So that's a good thing that isn't going to be as scratchable, I guess. The Mobile World Congress is going to run for a few days. I think it runs until the end of the week, or like 3 or 4 days. And that means that we're going to be getting a lot of news on devices that are going to be coming out, most likely for the holidays, or probably things that companies are going to be working on for to bring into market next year as well. So it's going to be an interesting event to keep an eye on, to see what it is that is going to be coming out in the mobile space or the cell phone space. But I guess mobile, it's not only now cell phones, it's also wearables like the smartwatch, which is why they're going to be unveiling supposedly the upcoming smartwatch from Samsung at this event. And I'm assuming that maybe tablets and laptops will fit within that category because they're mobile. So I am curious to see what it is that we're going to be seeing from different manufacturers in this event this year. It'll be cool to see what we have. Fix this. So bad. Better. We're about 3 minutes away from the start. So let's see. I'm going to have this ready to go. So give me a moment here while I fix my screens to do a smooth transition when it gets started. Yeah, so the event starts at 1:15. They are obviously in Barcelona again. And I don't know if they're actually doing and if the event is with people there or it's just all virtual, um, I guess maybe they're going to be doing it virtual. I don't know how they're doing with their COVID cases in Spain, but I guess we're going to be seeing virtual events probably all the way until next year, or maybe we'll start seeing some of these conferences live with actual people in them towards the end of the year. I'm assuming that maybe whenever Sony has their event for the PS5, they'll probably have actual people. Oh no, that's not true because the PS5 is doing everything virtual now. They're doing kind of like the Nintendo Directs. So I guess Microsoft will have some sort of event towards the end of the year as they usually do, and that most likely will be with people. So I'm wondering how that's gonna work as things start going back to normal. All right, so we have a premiere will begin shortly from Samsung. Now I'm wondering how accurate are the renders that we've seen for the leaks a couple days ago. If it is, if those are the fonts that we're going to be getting, the way they're going to look. I'm also wondering how much they're going to cost. I'm pretty sure that they're going to be pretty expensive. I mean, every foldable phone that they come out with, it's been in the high 2000s, so I don't think that that's going to change much. So I'm assuming that these phones are going to be in the high 2000s as well, with the premium concierge service that they do and all that. It refreshes really quickly. All right, looks like we are ready. There we go. We got a minute and change to go. Right, so I hope volume levels are good and everything's good on your end while we get ready for this press conference. Hopefully I won't make it boring, you know. I'm assuming, and I don't think this is going to be like promo video type, like when they did the A52 and the A42. I'm thinking that it's going to be more press conference style, probably someone on stage talking. Of course, we're going to talk about how great the Samsung brand is doing and the Galaxy brand is doing, and how many millions of phones they have sold. That I expect to see. I don't think that we are not going to hear about how great they're doing business-wise. Because all companies like to talk about how great they're doing business-wise. It's the way they let you know that they are the company to use, the company to be with. It's very soothing music. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay. Oh, there we go, foldable phones. Life opens up with Galaxy, huh? In case you didn't know what you need in your life, now you do.
Hello everyone. It is great that MWC is back. And on behalf of everyone at Samsung, we are delighted to be back.
So
at
this
MWC.
event was cancelled last year.
Changed
Last year this
over the
event
past
didn't
year
take
and a half.
place.
But here at Samsung, we continue to innovate, push boundaries, and redefine the mobile technology experience. Because, as you saw in that video, we believe life opens up with Galaxy. Everything we do is grounded in the idea that innovation should deliver more options, more freedom, and more possibility.
Thank you, James. And thank you to our fans around the world who are using about 1 billion Galaxy devices. Everything we create is with you in mind.
Counting how many people are using Galaxy devices.
Motivate us to innovate further. That's the Galaxy experience. Like a pro. Foldables, which have changed the way we use smartphones. Beautiful Super AMOLED displays for immersive viewing. Long-lasting batteries that won't let you down.
The punch hole. I wish I got rid of that punch hole though.
You've come to expect from Samsung Galaxy. That's Samsung heritage.
That's the next step, right? Getting rid of that punch hole.
Selfie camera. Great experiences, seamless. SmartThings find. And Galaxy
SmartThings was a smart purchase from Samsung. So SmartThings, if you're not familiar, is a smart home automated service that was around, worked with only Z-Wave at the beginning, if I'm not mistaken, and then expanded to other things. And why it took off is because it was very easy to use compared to other services at the time, and they were able to partner with companies to make the products compatible with SmartThings, where you didn't have to do a lot of tinkering, where it just worked. And of course, Samsung, instead of building their own, decided to buy SmartThings, which was really small at the time. And the talk when they purchased it was if they were able to actually going to do anything with SmartThings, so they had just purchased it, because companies sometimes buy things and they don't do anything with it. But they have been implementing SmartThings in a lot of their products, like their TVs, for example, the Smart Tag that they have, or the Smart Tag Plus, or whatever it's called. So they're doing something with SmartThings, but I don't think that they're doing as much as they could be doing with devices,
services, and partnerships working together to empower you. That's the Galaxy experience.
Another cool thing about SmartThings was you could buy a kit. They sold a kit that had the little router that you needed, and it came with sensors for your windows, for your doors. So it came with like a security system type thing without a monthly charge or anything. You just bought it, and then you can connect it, and you can control everything through your phone. That's the other reason why they took off, because they packaged everything in a very smart way. And it also wasn't super expensive like a lot of companies did.
Our premium cameras. And we all want to read her clearly.
Right, so it's a new thing, right? We're seeing that everybody is talking about the cameras on your computer for video call. Because the way we've lived in the last year and a half is shown companies how important those front-facing cameras on devices are for people, which I don't think they put that much effort into, especially on laptops. And now I think that's going to change, and it's going to become where companies actually put good cameras on your laptop in order to give you a good experience when you're making a video call.
All notifications are synced across devices. Once you've captured all of those videos and photos, you can back them up straight from your gallery using OneDrive.
Or you could provide us access to an SD card on your phone. You could do that too. Why don't you do that instead of making us use the cloud?
We use our devices to stay connected, productive, and entertained. We also increasingly rely on them to motivate us to stay healthy. That means everything from getting buzzes encouraging us to take some steps outside to monitoring our daily routines and wellness. Galaxy Watch tracks your activity to provide accurate, consistent, and continuous measurements using advanced sensors. Personally, I think working out together is way more fun than going at it alone. A little competition, I can challenge my friends on Together by Samsung Health. There's so much you can do and so much you can accomplish with a Galaxy Watch in an open Galaxy ecosystem.
Thank you, Tay.
Here we go. Now Samsung is moving into their own ecosystem that looks like it's going to be called the Galaxy ecosystem. And they've done it slowly but surely, right? With Galaxy devices. But this is the first time I've heard it be called the Galaxy ecosystem. But I guess it is an ecosystem. That's what they're building on. Companies are realizing how important it is to have your own ecosystem based on the success that Apple has with their ecosystem.
And longer battery life, a more consistent and accurate health sensor technology, and seamless access to favorite Google apps and services like Google Maps. And if you are a music fan, you'll love its seamless continuity with the Spotify app too. Together, along with all the developers in this open ecosystem, we are changing the smartwatch game. To tell you more, I am pleased to welcome Samir Samat, VP of Product Management at Google.
All right, here we go. The partnership with
Hi, everyone.
Google.
I'm excited to be here today with Patrick and the Samsung team. As you all know, Samsung and Google have a long history of collaborating. And whenever we've tackled problems together, the ecosystem has grown for everyone. At Google I/O last month, we announced that we're building on this collaboration by taking our partnership on wearables to the next level, by bringing the best of Tizen and Wear OS together into a unified platform. We're delivering 3 major benefits for consumers: better performance, longer battery life, and an ecosystem of apps that brings your wearable to life, including some of your favorite ones from Google. We've been working together to make apps start up to 30% faster, and animations and transitions are super smooth. To help you stay connected wherever you go, we've worked with Samsung to support eSIM with more carriers all over the world. We've also collaborated on the health platform.
So does that mean that this is going to be the first phone that has the
and battery life, which is so important for a wearable.
The collaboration of
By
Google
smaller,
and Samsung
lower power
all in
cores,
one?
we can do things like run the heart rate sensor continuously.
That's what it sounds like.
So you can better track your activity during the day and your sleep overnight, while having plenty of battery to spare for the next day. Finally, you'll now be able to enjoy your favorite Google apps on the new Galaxy Watch. Whether you're navigating to a new coffee shop with Google Maps, listening to your workout playlist on YouTube Music, or checking in on mom on messages, you'll be able to experience the best of Google on your wrist. You'll also be able to discover new and popular apps from the ecosystem of Android developers through the Google Play Store. Calm, Strava, Spotify, and thousands of other experiences consumers love will all be available for the watch.
So where's
But the
Tizen?
developer ecosystem goes beyond apps. Watch faces are a critical part of any smartwatch and a fun way for each of us to make our watch more personal. I'm really excited that Samsung is making their watch face design tool available to Android developers, making it easier to build incredible watch faces and expand the selection for all consumers. I can't wait for all of you to try this out on Samsung's next Galaxy Watch, the first watch to launch with our new unified platform. I'm thrilled about our collaboration together and excited for the future.
So this is the first thing that we're going to see since the announcement like a month ago, I think it was.
Thank you, Samir. We really are so proud of our partnership with Google, who share our passion for innovation to make every day even better. Through our jointly built platform, developers are going to be able to use familiar Android-based tools and APIs to expand their apps' reach across the wearable ecosystem. For consumers, this means more seamless integration with all Android smartphones and access to top-tier apps on our upcoming Galaxy Watches. We've continuously worked to improve the Galaxy smartwatch experience, and we're bringing our knowledge from years of developing Tizen to the new operating system. With our deep expertise in sensor technology, we've been working with Google to streamline health measurements and metric computations. And we're making sure that
but this watch,
from
what we're seeing, doesn't really look like Tizen. It looks more like
Smartwatches are often
what is it called?
considered
A
a companion
Google
device,
Watch
but with LTE connectivity,
OS,
you
which I
can
can't
still
remember.
answer a
Wear
call or
OS.
stream music, even if you don't have your smartphone
And
with
so
you.
I don't
We've
really see
incorporated our
ties in there
eSIM
unless it's under the
expertise,
hood. You
making
know,
it
it's
easier
not
for
on the
smartwatches
forefront
this
like
platform
before,
to be
and now
adopted
it's
by
just going to be
carriers,
based
which
on
means
Wear
even more
OS,
options for you, the
which
consumers.
is kind of
This is what we mean
unexpected.
by open innovation. We're also making it easier for designers to create new watch faces that you can use to customize your smartwatch. Our super easy to use watch face design tool will be coming to Android developers later this year. So even more cool watch faces can be designed
So
for
that's
you.
where that's
The
coming
joint
from.
development of this platform with Google shows our dedication to creating fantastic smartwatch
That's where
experiences.
Tyson comes in.
And we're so excited about this collaboration with Google and other partners holds for the future of wearables. That future begins this summer at Unpacked. I can't tell you everything, but what I can share is that you'll get a seamless One UI experience on
Okay,
top of the new
so we have a
platform on our
tease,
Galaxy
Unpacked,
watches. This means stronger alignment
in like
and
a month or two, I
integration
guess.
between Galaxy smartphones and smartwatches.
So
Let me give you an example. When you install a watch,
So I guess
Equipped
we're gonna
app on
have
your Galaxy
Unpacked
smartphone,
for
it will
phones and
automatically download
watches.
right onto your
So we're gonna
watch
see the foldable
the layout of
phones
the
on
settings
this
menu
one.
on the watch more closely reflects the settings on your phone. And if you've customized your clock app on your phone to display the time in different cities, say Barcelona and Seoul, that information will be synced directly to your watch. If you block any calls or messages through your watch, One UI will sync the blocked list across your Galaxy smartphones. So, a new operating system and One UI. It's an amazing combination, and it's coming to our next Galaxy watches. Keep an eye out for them. And for users with Tizen-based Galaxy smartwatches, we'll provide software support for at least 3 years from product launch date. At Samsung, we are always working hard to bring the best possible
So my watch is pretty
experiences to
much
you.
SOL.
And that's what our
because I think
partnership with
it's
Google provides. Ingenuity,
almost 3 years old by
connectivity,
now.
and an open platform that encourages endless creativity and collaboration. I really can't wait to see what the developers come up with and how you will use our new watch to stay connected, stylish, stay entertained, healthy, and more. For now, it's back to you, James.
Thank you, Christina. And thank you to our friends at Google. We are so proud of our work together. Wearables are the perfect next chapter in how our two companies are collaborating to enrich consumers' lives through innovative products. I can't wait for the launch of the next Galaxy Watch on the unified new platform. At Samsung, we're always thinking about the future and how to elevate and expand the Galaxy experience, how we drive innovation to meet growing needs. We live in a world that's more mobile and more open than ever. Wherever you go, our devices go with us. That makes security more important than ever. We need technology that can keep us entertained and on track. We also need technology that keeps us and our data safe. At Samsung, our commitment to security is uncompromising. Let's take a look.
Your phone, is it fully protected? It's a simple question, but good enough protection isn't enough. The world has changed in a short amount of time, and this new borderless way of working, where things like time zones, offices, and locations have lost all meaning, it's here to stay. And change also
I've
means new
lost
types
all
of
meaning.
risks.
I don't.
Attacks, errors, leaks,
That's
viruses,
a little
and
extreme. I
dangers
don't think
we
it has
haven't even
lost all
encountered before.
meaning.
So we ask again, are you sure your phone is fully protected? The answer is no. Unless your phone comes with Samsung Knox. Here's why.
Of course.
Your memories, your conversations, your financials. What protects all that?
But you know what?
Protects at chip level. We
Google
make sure
phones
the
have that
entire
too.
device is
Pixel phones
protected
have that
as
too.
it's made.
They have that chip.
Every
I can't
part,
remember what it's called.
Every layer, all Samsung.
Apple has it too.
And because you deserve nothing less than ultimate protection, we will stop at nothing to ensure your safety. That's
So
why
we're saying
partner
that
with the world's leading
Knox,
tech
Samsung
companies
Knox, or
like
whatever it's
Android
called, is
and
the
Cisco.
only one
So let's try this
that can protect
one
your
last time.
information.
Is your phone fully protected? If the answer is no,
Yes.
Well,
then the answer is yes.
you know where to find us.
This is what we're talking about. Yes,
This
my phone
is
is
protection.
fully protected.
Samsung Knox.
put a condom on my phone every time I use
Here
it.
to tell
I guess it makes sense that they, I mean,
Contactless
this whole
transactions to
presentation is to
social
try
media
to
and
sell you
It has
on their
also
devices,
completely
right? So it will
changed the
make
way we
sense
do
that they
business.
are
As
talking
the lead of
about
Samsung's global
phone
mobile
security
B2B
as
team, I can tell you that many of our
security
enterprise
being the
customers
only
are
embed
already using
security
Samsung
out there,
devices in
even if
innovative and
it's
sophisticated
not.
ways
I mean,
in their
I don't really
operations,
know,
from logistics
but
to retail and Industry 4.0.
I guess it will be interesting
And the
to
remote work trend
do
is
some
clear,
sort of
with
test
research suggesting that at least
between
45%
all the
of the
phone
global
companies that
workforce is
have
now
this
working
type of
from home,
technology in their
compared
phones
to
to see
14%
actually which one
pre-pandemic.
is
Companies
the
are now
stronger
looking for
one, the
ways
best
to
one.
shore up their infrastructure, and they have a lot to consider, from digital infrastructure resiliency to connectivity, data optimization, workplace transformation, and
Like, what
security.
is it that makes it so
In
good?
fact,
What is it that
nearly
makes
three-quarters
Samsung
expect to
Knox
increase
so much
spending
better
on
than
cybersecurity strategy.
the one on
They
Pixel
know
and,
their workers need mobility and
one on Apple,
flexibility
which
to get the
I
job
don't
done
remember what the names
and
are.
collaborate on the go without compromising productivity.
Actually, you know what?
But this introduces a range
take
of
a
concerns
quick
around
look.
security and privacy. We
Titan,
work
that's
closely
what
with
it's
our
called.
partners
Titan
in the
M
public and private
security
sectors
chip.
to
It's
deliver
a chip that
defense-grade
you have
security
in your
for your
Pixel
devices
phones.
and data. Samsung has
That
always
that's the same
prioritized
thing
security.
that
We
this
saw the
does.
need for mobile security more than a decade ago.
Apple
Add to
T2
Android OS
security
security
chip.
with a
what it's
hardware-based
called.
solution that defends devices and customer data against an increasingly volatile world.
So
of
I guess Apple
sophisticated
doesn't have
cyber
a
threats.
catchy name
We call
for
it security
theirs,
from the
like
chip up, because
Google
we
and
leverage the trust zone
Samsung
inside
do.
the hardware.
But they exist.
Since then,
You know, they
Samsung
aren't
Knox
the
has
only
grown
ones.
into a holistic and
Thank you, Casey, and hello. We're very proud of the work our developers
So
and
the
engineers
Titan
have
M
done to
chip
create
on
Samsung
Pixels
Knox,
do the same thing. They
protecting
protect
Samsung
your
mobile
passwords and
devices
information
around
in
the
your
world.
phone.
Their work never ends.
And
Most
the same
recently,
thing
they
with
built an embedded
with
secure element that makes
Apple's
the Knox Vault
what was it,
possible.
T2
It can be
security
found
chip.
in our entire
So
lineup of Galaxy S21
the
devices.
fact that
In a
Samsung
nutshell,
is
Knox
talking
Vault is
about their
isolated on its own
vault
chip,
as if it's this
preventing
super special
software-based
thing,
attacks and protecting against hardware
like a vault
breaches.
without a vault.
It has three key elements, beginning with the Knox Vault processor. We're one of the only manufacturers in the world to design and develop its own products. Samsung is able to offer true end-to-end protection throughout the entire development cycle.
That's
giving
true. I'll
customers
give them
confidence
that.
their device
They
has been
do
tested
develop all
and
those things
scrutinized.
by themselves.
We're also committed to staying one step ahead of new threats by issuing monthly security patches for most products, including up to 5 years support for enterprise
For
edition
most
devices.
products, you hear the
And one
keyword
more, we
most
provide
products.
real-time
Which
kernel
products are
protection
those?
against threats at the system level.
almost in half. With
But
less
because you're not
plastic and
including
paper, we're saving almost
charging bricks,
45,000 trees a year.
that means that
And
people
we've
need to buy
decreased the
charging bricks if they
carbon
don't have them, or
footprint
if they
of our
lost them, or if they
50%.
got broken
We're
or something.
dedicated to
And you
providing
charge a
people with
lot of money
innovations
for
that
those
protect
charging
the planet
bricks
and
that you
conserve
shouldn't be
our
charging
natural
if you're
resources.
really serious
Together,
about this whole
we can protect our
environment,
planet for future
sustainability thing.
generations.
You
Thank
should
you
include
to
the stupid
everyone who's
chargers
tuned
on
into our session from
the
all
box.
parts of the world.
And if you don't want to do
It's been
that
a
because of
pleasure
the
to
cost
share
of
with you
shipping and
today
all that,
how we're
then
opening up
you
a
should
world
be
of
able to
possibility,
provide
from
it
technology
for
that
a
makes
price
daily life
that
easier
everyone
to
can afford.
collaborations that unlock innovation with all your safety.
Because one of those
security front
bricks
of mind.
doesn't cost you any more
We
than
can't
$5
wait to share
make.
with you what we have in store. We hope you'll stay tuned to see what's next. Thank you.
Are we done? That's it. Oh wow, this was disappointing. All right, so that was Samsung's Mobile World Congress virtual event live stream. We really didn't learn much. This was really disappointing. I was expecting a lot more from this than what we got. You know, I think they shouldn't have had this. There was no reason for this. So the few things that we learned is that Samsung is making the Galaxy into an ecosystem. So now you have the Galaxy ecosystem. If you buy the products of phones, computers, tablets, I mean, not computers, but laptops, tablets, smartwatches, all those Galaxy devices are now an ecosystem according to Samsung, the Galaxy ecosystem. We're going to have an Unpacked event sometime in the summer, which should make it within the next 2 months, where we're going to learn more about the upcoming smartwatch from Samsung, which is going to be the first device that shows a collaboration between Google and Samsung that was announced about a month ago, where Samsung smartwatches are going to have a combination of Android Wear OS and Tizen. They talked a little bit about that, but they didn't really give us much, except that it's going to be easier for people to develop for it using Tizen, and that you're going to have access to everything that a Google smartwatch offers you, but there aren't that many of those. So, oh, my phone just went off when I said the G word. So, oops. Hold on, my camera. So we have that that happened, and then they talked about their security chip, the Samsung Knox, which again, they talked about it like if it was the second coming of security chips. And I understand why. It's because they're trying to sell their products, but they're really not showing any products. They don't really show any products at all. So if you have a Samsung phone, I guess you should be happy that you have one, because your information is going to be secure, and that's it. Then Samsung is all for sustainability of the planet, and the way they're doing that, of course, is by removing the chargers from their boxes, and then if you want to buy a charger from them, charging you 2-3 times what a charger should actually cost, just because it has Samsung plastered on it, which really annoys me, because if they're really trying to do something for the world, as they say, then they should provide access to these chargers in an affordable way instead of charging so much money for them, because some people do need chargers. Things happen, people lose them, people break them. You really didn't miss anything, because they didn't show anything. It really was a big waste of time for them to have this conference. So we're going to be back at an Unpacked event where we're actually going to hear and see devices from Samsung, and I guess we'll see what happens then. Whenever this gets announced, that's when we're going to hear about their upcoming Galaxy Watch, and possibly the Galaxy Z Fold 3 and the Galaxy Z Flip 3. The thing is that this being a Mobile World Congress event, that the expectation is that they're going to talk about their mobile devices and what they have upcoming, but they didn't really talk about that. Oh, actually, they did make a small announcement, I guess, or a big announcement, depending on how you see it. If you are a Galaxy Watch owner, they're going to support your watch for 3 years from the day that you purchase, from the day that device came out. 3 years of software support. So if you have the Galaxy Watch 2, which is the one that I have the Galaxy Watch 2, I think it is. I'm pretty much almost at the end of that window. So they're kind of giving us expiration date for their devices, especially for their smartwatches. So if you are a user, you have about 3 years. And yeah, their watches are pretty good. Like I said before, I have a love-hate relationship with this watch. It does good about some things. It's really bad about tracking distances with GPS. I've tried different ways, and it's never accurate with my distances when I use it for running. It's always off by half a mile to a mile sometimes. And so I'm hoping that by then moving to Wear OS, that's going to be better. I'm not really sure how it's worked in other phones, because watches, because it's the only watch I've ever owned from them. But that's it for this event. That's it for this live stream. Thank you very much for coming and watching this with me. Thank you if you're watching this later. I'm probably going to chop this up and just make it like a highlight thing, because there really isn't much to talk about on this event. There's no reason for you to sit for an hour to watch this whole thing, so I'm gonna cut it up and do that. But yeah, so as always, make sure you I love Tizen. I actually like Tizen better than Wear OS. I'm not a huge fan of Wear OS. Wear OS has I don't think it's as user friendly as Tizen is. But what we saw on the video that they showed about the smartwatch is that it looks like actually there's not going to be much Tizen on the next smartwatch. It looks like it's going to be more Wear OS centric than Tizen. It looks like Tizen's going to be in the background running and it looks like Wear OS is going to be the primary user interface when you use the watch. So, but again, we don't really know, because they said we gotta wait for an unpack that's going to happen in the summer. But yeah, I do prefer Tizen myself. It is a better user experience than Wear OS. I do agree on that with you, Sergio. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and quit out of this. Thank you for being here. Just to close out, I want to go ahead and thank you very much for being a part of this. Go ahead and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed before, go ahead and hit that bell so you can be alerted when we have new videos. Lots of content coming out every day, pretty much. Trying to have a video a day at least, Monday to Friday. Weekends makes it a little harder for me, but as this grows, as this channel gets better, more things will be coming along. So thank you very much. Have a great day.